In the 1950s, perfume wasn't just something you dabbed on your wrists, it was a statement. It was the final touch that could transform a woman into a goddess of style. These were the fragrances that lingered in nightclubs, in ballrooms, in the smoky haze of jazz lounges. They weren't just scents, they were signatures. Today, we're counting down 10 perfumes that turned women into true style icons of the 1950s. And trust me, by the end, you can still smell them in the air. Hypnotique by Max Factor, 1958. Number 10 on our list is Hypnotique by Max Factor. Released in 1958, this was a scent designed to turn heads. Max Factor, already the king of Hollywood makeup, knew that glamour wasn't complete without fragrance. Hypnotique was rich, spicy and smoky, meant to capture the allure of the silver screen. It gave everyday women a piece of movie star magic. Imagine slipping into your best cocktail dress, powdering your nose, and finishing with a touch of Hypnotique. You were ready for your close-up. Guerlain Vol de Nuit Extrait de Parfum, 1933, iconic in the 1950s. Coming in at number 9, Vol de Nuit by Guerlain. Although it first appeared in 1933, it truly soared in the 1950s, when post-war women longed for sophistication and adventure. This Extrait de Parfum was daring yet elegant, with notes of narcissus, galbanum and woods. Women who wore it weren't afraid of being bold. In an age when style icons were defined by their confidence, Vol de Nuit was the invisible wings that carried them higher. Yardley Bond Street, 1949, 1950s darling. At number 8 we have Bond Street by Yardley, launched in 1949 and adored throughout the 1950s. This was Yardley's sophisticated answer to the high-fashion fragrances of Paris. Named after London's most fashionable shopping street, Bond Street carried a floral powdery elegance that felt both modern and refined. Women who wore it were seen as polished, stylish, and a little cosmopolitan, someone who knew her way around a boutique and an afternoon tea table. In the 1950s, Bond Street was more than perfume, it was a ticket to sophistication. Femme by Rochas, 1944, 1950s classic. Number 7 is Femme by Rochas. Though born in 1944, it became a staple in the 1950s, almost like the official scent of femininity. Femme was lush, with notes of plum, peach and oat moss, wrapped in an oriental warmth. Its bottle was famously shaped like a woman's curves, a true reflection of the hourglass silhouette that defined 1950s fashion. Wearing Femme was like slipping into satin gloves, it whispered sophistication. Van Ver by Balmain, 1947, fresh in the 50s. At number 6, we have Van Ver by Balmain, created in 1947, but iconic throughout the 50s. Its name means green wind, and that's exactly what it was, a burst of crisp green galbanum, unlike anything else of its time. While most perfumes were warm and sultry, Van Ver was fresh, sharp and modern, perfect for the chic woman in Balmain's tailored suits. This was the fragrance of independence for women who preferred a bold statement over sweetness. Nearness by Avon, 1955. Number 5 is a true every woman's perfume, Nearness by Avon. While luxury houses were dominating the perfume scene, Avon brought elegance into suburban homes. Introduced in 1955, nearness was soft, powdery and romantic. It was a scent for the woman next door, the one hosting bridge night, baking pies, or dreaming of Hollywood glamour from her kitchen table. Avon made perfume democratic, and nearness gave countless women their first taste of style. D'Orsay Fantastique, 1950s gem. Sliding into number 4 is Fantastique by D'Orsay. The House of D'Orsay was known for its refined fragrances, and this one was no exception. Fantastique had a certain Parisian charm, powdery, elegant and subtly floral. It wasn't loud, it was sophisticated. Think of it as the scent of a woman who preferred whispered compliments over shouted praise. In the 1950s, wearing D'Orsay meant you understood the quiet power of elegance. Miss Dior by Christian Dior, 1947, defining the 1950s. At number 3, no list could be complete without Miss Dior. Created in 1947 alongside Dior's new look, this perfume became the olfactory anthem of the 1950s. It was green, floral, and utterly chic, meant to complement the swish of a full skirt and the click of stiletto heels. Women who wore Miss Dior weren't just fashionable, they were icons of modern elegance. If you close your eyes, you can still picture it. A dial gown, pearls at the neck, and Miss Dior in the air. Yardley English Lavender, 1950s bestseller. Number 2 takes us to the rolling lavender fields of England with Yardley English Lavender. This wasn't just perfume, it was a cultural staple. Affordable yet timeless, English lavender was sold everywhere from department stores to pharmacies. Women adored its clean, classic scent, perfect for daily wear. It symbolized grace and freshness, making it the perfume of choice for brides, debutantes, and even grandmothers. In the 1950s, wearing Yardley meant you were always polished, always proper, always elegant. Soir de Paris by Bourjois, 1928, eternal in the 1950s. And at number 1, the fragrance that defined an era, Soir de Paris by Bourjois. First created in 1928, this deep romantic blend of violet, bergamot, and woods became one of the best-selling perfumes in the world during the 1950s. Packaged in its signature Midnight Blue bottle, it captured the glamour of Parisian nights. Women wore it to dances, to dinners, to dates under neon lights. To wear Soir de Paris was to embody elegance, mystery, and allure. It wasn't just a perfume, it was an identity. These 10 perfumes weren't just fragrances. They were passports into another world, bottled confidence, elegance, and allure. In the 1950s, to wear one of these was to become unforgettable. They remind us that style isn't only about what we see, it's about what lingers, what we remember, and what stays with us long after the moment has passed. So tell me, which of these perfumes do you wish you could still smell today? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you enjoyed this walk down memory lane, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more stories of fragrance and style.